All right, good morning or good afternoon if you're on the East Coast. Yeah, thanks again for joining me today for a little Qigong and Tai Chi. All right, so today we're gonna do some bear style Qigong. That'll be fun, and we're going to continue work on the Tai Chi 24 form that we've been kind of slowly working our way through these last few weeks. All right, but I do want to spend some time reviewing some of the earlier moves as well. I know we've been making good progress, and I want to continue that progress. But I just want to make sure we're taking some time to review some of the other moves that we've been practicing as well, just so I'm not always throwing new stuff at you every single class, but a combination of review as well as some new moves as well. All right, so yeah, so in terms of the new stuff, though, we will review some of the moves we practiced last time. We'll get into the single whip. Maybe we'll do a little bit of wave hands like clouds as well. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Let's get loosened up. We'll start with a little bit of joint loosening. So feet together, hands at your sides, and we'll start with our neck, tilting our head back and forwards and back. And forwards, and side to side. All right, roll the shoulders back. And forwards. Separate the feet, throwing your elbows in front of you. And throwing your elbows behind you. Turning the upper body. All right, let's do our elbows. Get those loose. We'll do outward block, snake strike, outward block, downward block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do our wrists. Interlock the fingers. Roll the wrists around, forwards and backwards. All right. Let's do our hips. Put our hands on our hips. Make a big circle. All right, other direction. All right, let's separate the feet and make a big circle with the upper body. And another way. Okay. All right, feet together, hands over the knees, and we'll circle the knees. And another direction. All right, let's work on those knees a little more. Go up into a crane stance and circle foot. And other way. And switch feet. And other way. All right, let's do our ankles. Go up under the toe, make a circle around the ankle. And other way. And switch feet. And other way. All right. All right, let's loosen up our muscles a little bit here too. Just a little bit of light stretching. Start with our feet together. Raise the hands up over the head. Interlock the fingers and stretch the palms towards the ceiling. And to your left. And to the right. And backwards. And down to the toes. All right. Well, let's go into a 7-star stance. So back knee bent, front leg straight, toes pointed up. Interlock the fingers, stretch towards the toes. All right, other side. Okay. All right, let's see here. Let's do a little bit of a calf stretch. All right, so left foot forward, back toes. You also want to point it forward. It's basically like a kind of a narrow bow stance type stance here. All right, and yeah, just put your hands on your thighs. Keep the back leg straight. Foot on heel on the ground. Stretching forward. Okay, other side. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's find either a chair you can put up against the wall that won't slide, or just use your couch or another piece of furniture nearby. And we're going to take our left foot, put it up on the piece of furniture. Keep your right foot away, and keep that back leg straight, and sink into the stretch. All right, let's do the other side. Okay. All right, let's do our arms real quick. Start off with our palms out in front, facing the ceiling. We'll keep them facing the ceiling the whole time. We bring them back to the hips, and turning them outwards and around, nice and long. Turn, and back to the hip, and out. Turn, out and around, and back by the hip, and out. Let's do that one more time. Back, out and around. Turn, in, out, turn, up and around, back by the hip, and out. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, let's go ahead and get into some Qigong now. All right, I think today I'd like to do the bear a little bit. All right, this will be good for strengthening our legs. All right, so let's see here. Let's start off with our feet together. Hands at your sides, knees bent, back straight, head lifting, nice and relaxed. All right, we're going to inhale and exhale. Small step to the left. And inhale. Palms come close together and down to the chest as you exhale to the infinity posture. Just try to relax your body. Take a couple of deep breaths. And exhale. All right, we're going to widen our stance to a horse stance. All right, about a height that you can sustain for a while. Okay, we're going to be in this stance for a good portion of this set here. All right, we're going to bring our hands up, kind of forming like a 90-degree angle with the arms, palms facing the ceiling. All right, and we're going to exhale as you turn to your right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, turning to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, turning to the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale. And continue. Feel free to go at your own pace, matching your own breath. Inhale, back to center. This next one's called bear push back. All right, so we're going to exhale as you turn to the right, pressing back with the right palm, shoulder height. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, turning to the left, pressing back with the left palm. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, pressing back on the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, pressing back into the left. Inhale. And continue. Watching the hands Inhale back to center. This next one's called bear push down. All right, so we're going to exhale as you turn to the right, pressing down with the right palm down towards the hip. Also kind of going back into your right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, pressing back and down on the left side as you turn the waist. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, pressing down on the right side, turning. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, turn, press down on the left side. Inhale, and continue. Inhale, back to center. Now we're going to bring the hands down to the chest, right about the bottom of your rib cage. All right, this next one, we're going to exhale as you turn to the right, extending the upward facing palms directly to your side. Okay, back hand close to the elbow. All right, front hand about shoulder height. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, sending the palms out to the left side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the right. As if you're offering, that's the name of this one. It's called bear offering. Inhale, back to center. Hands under the ribs. Exhale to the left, offering. Turning the waist. And inhale. And continue. Inhale, back to center. And the next one, you're going to turn to the right and you're going to push directly to the side with both palms. So it's just called bear push. Inhale, back to center. Palms under the chest still. Exhale, pressing with both palms to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, pressing to the right. Turning the waist. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, pressing to the left. And continue. Okay, let's come back to center. Bring our feet back to about shoulder width. And as you're down about your hip area. And we'll inhale, raising the hands over the head. And exhale, pressing down. Nice. Gathering the chi. Inhale, gathering. Exhale, directing down. And continue. And close just like we began with the infinity posture. Exhale, lowering the hands. And one last breath as you bring your feet back together. Okay, all right, very good. All right, let's go ahead and take a short break, get a drink of water, and come right back. We'll get to work on some more Tai Chi techniques. All right, I'll see you in just a minute. All right, let's go ahead and get back to it. All right, so today, in terms of the forms that I'd like to work on, what I like to still continue the progress we've been making. So I'd like to spend some time on the form we learned on Tuesday, which was single whip, and as well as maybe a little start to work on the next form as well, wave hands like clouds. Okay, but before we do that, I think it'd be good to just do a little bit of a review, go through some footwork, and just a couple of the earlier forms that we learned, a couple weeks ago, just to, keep refreshing some of those details. I know it's a lot to remember when you're learning all these forms, so I think it's good to kind of mix in some review with new material as well. Okay, so let's start off doing a little bit of part wild horse's mane. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take a few steps back. Okay, so make sure you have enough room to take 3 steps forward. And what we're going to do is, let's see here, I need to make sure I'm on the right side. So I'm going to be your mirror image. So what you're going to want to do is basically turn 45 degrees to your right, and we're going to form a T stance. All right, let's just do the footwork this first time. We're going to go into a T stance. So all your weight will be on your right leg. That right toe will be pointed towards the corner, and you'll go up onto your left toe. Both knees bent, back straight, but the right leg is still supporting the weight. All right, you can just put your hands on your hips or down by your side. Just going to work on footwork. All right, so start off, we're going to turn our hip to the right and extend the left heel towards the corner, towards the opposite corner. So we're turning the opposite way that we're extending our heel. Okay, so turn, extend the heel, bend the knee, shift the weight, pivoting on the balls of the feet until you end in a bow stance facing the left corner. All right, shift the weight back, open the toes slightly, shift the weight forward, bring up the back foot to a T stance. Now facing the left corner, weight on the left foot. Turn your hip to the left, extend the right heel in the opposite direction. I tend to extend the foot a little bit wider than a 45-degree angle. And bend the knee, shift the weight, pivot to the bow stance, facing the right corner now. Shift the weight back, open the toes, shift the weight forward, back foot comes up to a T stance. All right, now we're back where we started. Let's do one more. Turn the hip to the right, extend the left heel, bend the knee, shift and turn, pivoting to the bow stance, facing the left corner again. All right, good. So a little part wild horse's mane footwork. All right, now let's add the hands, okay? So as you'll remember, I'll get a little closer just to demonstrate, but you'll hear me say grab and extend, okay? The idea is we're forming a ball, and we're grabbing, reaching out, a little circular reaching out and grabbing motion with that top arm. And as you do so, you're going to be extending the bottom hand in the opposite direction, the direction that you're turning your hip back. Just a second ago when we turned our hip and extended our leg, right? We're turning our hip so that we can extend that bottom arm, okay? So we're going to do all those things at the same time. We're going to grab with the top hand and extend the bottom hand and the bottom heel before we bend the knee, turn, parting the mane, turn, pulling that front arm around with the hip. The back hand just gradually pulls down to the side of your back hip, okay? All right, so let's do that now. Same footwork, just adding the hands. All right, so T stance, right hand on top, grab and extend, bend the knee, shift and turn, parting the mane to the left corner. Shift back, open the toes slightly, shift forward, forming a ball with the hands, T stance, grab and extend the other way, part the mane to the right corner. Shift back, open the toes, forward, forming a ball, T stance, grab and extend, shift the weight, part the mane to the left corner. Okay, very good. All right, let's do that one more time. And when we finish, let's get a little practice of white crane spreads its wings. All right, you might remember that one as well. All right, we took that half step. We brought the bottom arm underneath that top palm around the elbow. We shifted our weight. We turned, raising the right hand. We turned back to center, bringing the left hand down, going into our cat stance. Okay. All right, so let's go through our wild horse's mane one more time, and then we'll get a little practice of our white crane spreads its wings form as well. All right. So T stance, weight on the right foot, right hand on top, grab and extend, and part the mane to the left corner. Shift back, open the toes, forwards, forming a ball, T stance. Grab and extend, and part the mane. Back, forwards, forming a ball, T stance. Grab and extend, and part the mane. All right, now half step. Right arm under the left palm as you shift your weight to the right foot. Turn, raising the right hand, raising both hands. Turn back to center. Left hand comes down, cat stance. Okay, very good. All right, now, before we get into new material, I think I'd like to review one more. So let's do this section right after that. Okay, so let's do the transition out of the white crane spreads its wings and go right into those three brush knee and step forward movements. Okay, so why don't we practice the footwork again first, and then we'll add the hands. So we're going to start off in our crane stance, or I'm sorry, not crane stance, cat stance. All right, so your weight's on the right leg, up on your left toe, both knees bent, back straight. All right, you're going to turn your hip to the left and to the right. Now stepping forward with the front heel. Turn to center as you shift your weight forward to a bow stance. Shift the weight back. Open the toes, 45 degrees. Shift the weight forward slowly. Step with the heel. Shift the weight forward, turning to center. Another forward bow stance. Back. Open the toes. Forwards. Step. And bow stance. All right, good. All right, now let's add the hands to that now. So take a few steps back. Make sure you got enough room for those 3 steps forward. And we're going to start off in our cat stance again. And we just spread our wings, okay, for white crane spreads its wings. All right, so now you turn to the left, blocking with the left arm. Left arm goes down, right hand comes up. Turn to the right, block the left hand. And right hand comes up. Hands hook in as you step. Brush knee and palm strike. Shift the weight back. Open the toes. Block and twist the opposite direction of those toes. Shift the weight forward as you turn, blocking with the right hand. Left hand comes up as you step forward. Hands hook in. Brush knee. Shift the weight back, block and twist as you open the toes. Shift the weight forward, blocking with the left hand. Right hand comes up, and the hands hook in as you step. And brush knee one more time. All right, very good. Yeah, so 3 of those, just like parting the mane, except now we're going straight ahead. All right, let's do that one more time. We'll switch gears. All right, so cat stance, spreading our wings. Right. Turn to the left, block. Switch the hands, turn to the right and block. One hand comes up, hook in, step, brush knee. Shift the the weight back, block and twist, opening the toes, shift the weight forward, blocking, left hand comes up, step, and brush knee. One more, block and twist, you shift back, forward, blocking, brush knee, and last time. Okay, very good. All right, let's practice, play the loop one time, all right, while we're already in this position. All right, so we're in our last brush knee with the left foot forward, right hand extended. All right, take a half step, reaching out and grabbing with that right hand. Now as you shift your weight back to the right foot, turn the hip, pulling that right hand down to your stomach as the left hand comes up underneath, and the left fingers and the left toes come up at the same time. All right, very good. Play the lute. Okay, excellent. All right, so now we've done a little bit of review. Let's go ahead and work on some new material now. Okay, so the last week or so we've been learning and practicing Grasp the Peacock's Tail. Done that one a few times now. And I guess on Tuesday we learned a single whip, okay, which is a pretty simple move. We only do it one time. Good kind of transitional move. You see it a lot in these yang style forms. Yeah, let's do that one a couple of times, and then we'll use that to transition into some wave hands like clouds, which is the move right after that, and which actually has a lot of the same arm motions. Okay, so hopefully working on these two forms together will make it easier to learn both of them. Okay, because we're using the same arm motions. Okay, so let's see here. Make sure I've got my directions correct. All right, so why don't we do this? So why don't we go from the last push of Grasp the Sparrow's Tail? Okay, so if you remember that form, we did our ward off, pull back, press, and push. We did it on both sides. Okay, and the second side, you end up facing forward with your right foot forward. Okay, so I'm still your mirror image here. So let's do this one facing to the right of your screen. You're going to be in a forward bow stance, the right foot forward. We're going to push with both hands. Okay. All right. So from here, let's transition into single whip. All right. So we're going to shift our weight back. As we do so, we're going to pivot, turning towards the screen, pivoting on the right heel. The right hand is going to go in front of the face, blocking, while the left hand goes down, both palms facing back. And now you're going to shift your weight to that right foot as both hands kind of make their way to your left side with those palms still facing back. Okay, so let's do that again from the beginning. All right, so from the right foot forward, bow stance, push. All right, shift back, pivot, block with the left hand, right hand goes down. And now the palms turn back, shift the weight to that right foot, block with the right hand as the left hand goes down. Now your weight is on your right foot. You reach out and grab, forming a crane's beak with your right hand as your left foot comes up onto its toe, T-stance. Left hand comes up by the nose as you turn your hip all the way to the side. And then step forward, step to that side with your right heel, or your left heel, I'm sorry. And shift the weight forward, turn your hip to the right, extend your left palm. So you'll end in this single whip posture. Now we're in a side bow stance. You'll notice because we pivoted earlier until our right toes were facing the screen, and our left toes are facing to the side. So we're in that kind of open side bow stance with our hips facing the screen as opposed to a forward bow stance. Okay, back hand, ear height, front fingertips, nose height. Okay, nice and extended. Right, keeping your back straight as well. All right, very good. Let's do that one a couple more times. So from the push, on the right side. All right, shift the weight back, pivoting on the right heel, blocking with the left hand as the right hand goes down. Shift the weight to that right foot, block with the left hand as the right hand, block with the right hand as the left hand goes down. All right, now that right hand forms a crane's beak, T stance. Left hand comes up and blocks as you turn your hip outwards. Step, turn your hip back to the right as you extend the palm strike. All right, good side bow stance, nice and extended. All right, good. Let's do that another time or two. Excuse me. All right, bow stance, forward bow stance, pushing to the right. All right, shift the weight back, pivot on the heel, block with the left hand, right hand goes down. Shift the weight, block with the right hand, left hand goes down. On the crane's beak, T stance, left hand comes up, turn and block. Extend the heel, shift the weight, turn the hip to the right, extend the palm. Okay. All right, one last time. Bow stance. Shift the weight back, pivoting on the heel, blocking with the left hand. Shift the weight, block with the right hand, left hand goes down. Crane's beak, T stance, right, left hand comes up. Turn the hip, blocking, step, turn the hip, strike with the palm. Okay, all right, very good. All right, so now let's get into a little bit of wave hands like clouds, okay? And so with this form, we're actually going to be using that same arm motion that we were just doing with single whip, actually, as we were kind of transitioning into single whip. Okay, and that's the idea, is that we're essentially turning from side to side and just blocking out with each hand. Okay, this is a simple defensive posture. Okay, so single whip, we had a combination of defense and offense. We blocked, we block and grab, we block again, and we step and we strike with the palm. Okay. Wave hands like clouds is purely defensive, okay? We're just going to be stepping while we basically do this. You know, we're basically just blocking out, okay? All right, so the devil's in the details, of course, but we'll get those details. And we've already talked about some of them, okay? So one of them is the idea that I was talking about earlier of your palms always facing the back, okay? So as you're transitioning from one side to the other, you're just going to turn over that hand that blocks so that it is again facing the back of the room. And you block with the other hand, and as the other hand goes down, and as that hand finishes the block, it turns over so that it's facing the back again. So you're kind of going to keep transitioning through basically this position here. One hand is totally out to the side, okay, nice and long, shoulder height. The other palm is right around the elbow. And then as you block, one hand, the extended hand goes down. And then we transition to the other side. Now the left hand is the extended palm back, and the right hand is right around the elbow, maybe slightly underneath, okay, because you're kind of in the process of coming up from down below. All right. And in terms of the block itself, again, just like a lot of these Tai Chi forms, you want your fingertips to kind of pass by your nose, okay? So maintaining our field of vision as we do these blocks, okay? And so then the other important part, which we'll get into with the footwork, is turning of the hips, okay? So as we do these blocks, you're really going to want to turn the hip as far as you can, okay? All right, so let's just practice the hands for a second, and then while we're talking about them, then we'll work on the feet, and then we'll put it all together. All right, so let's see here. Let's start off with our hands in the single whip posture, actually. So let's take your right hand back by ear height, kind of facing the corner, and and your left hand will be extended to the side. Right? So now bring that left hand down, and turning the palm back to the back of the room, down to your waist. All right, now release the crane's beak with the right hand. And now you're going to pass through that first posture right here, that one we talked about. Now we're going to block with the left hand as the right hand goes down, turning the hip to the left. Now we're going to turn the hip back to the right. You'll see we're passing through this point again. Now we're going to block with the right hand, turning the hip to the right. Left hand goes down, turn over the right hand, turn your hip back to the left. You'll see we pass through here again. Keep turning, block with the left hand, right hand goes down. The right hand comes up, we turn over the left hand, turn back to the right. You see we pass through this point again. Keep turning and blocking. All right, we're just going to keep going for a second here. Just try to get into a nice slow flow of really turning your hips and blocking. Okay? Add a weight shift to it as well. As you turn, shift the weight to the right foot, turn the hip to the right, block with the right hand, shift the weight to the left foot, turn your hip to the left, block with the left hand. Shift and turn, block. Shift and turn, block. Keeping the palms facing the back of the room. Nice and long and extended as you go through this range of motion. I'll do just a couple more. You can coordinate your breath as well. Inhale as you go to one side, and exhale as you go the other way. Just like with all your Tai Chi forms, it's always good to coordinate your breath. Always tend to begin each move with an inhale and kind of complete the move with the exhale. The more you do it, the more you'll kind of find your own natural breathing cycle as you go through all these different forms. Just like when we're doing Qigong. One more, inhale, and exhale. Okay, all right, relax just for a second. All right, now let's work on the feet a little bit. Okay, so the hands are pretty simple. All right, we're just waving, turning our hips from side to side. All right, and the footwork is pretty simple as well. Okay, we're basically just going to be kind of slowly stepping to the side as we do this. Okay, so let's just focus on that for a second. Let's start off. So leave some space to your left, okay? Because that's where we're going to be stepping. We're basically going to, so this form, I guess you've noticed so far, all of our forms we've either done 3 times or 1 time. And actually oh, that's not true. I guess we did repulse monkey 4 times as well. Okay, so now we're getting to the middle of the form. The number of moves mixes up a little bit. It's good to remember for the beginning because some of the moves we do the first move once and then we do the second one 3 times, the third one once, the next one 3 times, the next one once. Okay, so it's the beginning is kind of a pattern to it, but then it starts to get mixed up a little bit. So, but this one we're going to do 4 times. So with some space, so we're basically going to be taking like 4 steps to your left. So leave some space to your left. And let's go into that single whip side bow stance, okay? So your left toes are pointed to the side. Your right toes are pointed towards the screen, right? All right, so you can just leave your hands by your hips for now. All right, so now shift your weight to the right foot and pivot on the heel, right, towards the screen. All right, so kind of like when we were transitioning out of the push into the single whip movement. It's actually the same shift and pivot of the heel. All right, so shift the weight, pivot on the left heel, and now shift the weight to the left foot. Okay. All right, so let me see here. 1, 2. Okay. All right. So let's do that again. Side bow stance. Just get my bearings straight here. Doing it backwards as a mirror. All right, shift the weight, pivot on the heel. All right, and now shift the weight to that left foot. And take a small step with the right foot towards the left foot so that now my feet are hip width. All right, now turn your hip, shift the weight to the right. Now shift and turn to the left as you step. And feet together, about hip width. When I say feet together, I mean actually hip width. Okay. All right, shift the weight, turn to the right. All right, now shift and turn to the left as you step. Feet together, hip width. Shift and turn to the right. Shift and turn to the left, stepping. And feet together. Okay, so it's basically, just to really break it down, super simple. We're basically just stepping, feet together, stepping, feet together, stepping, feet together, okay? And so in doing so, we're doing 4 of these wave hands like clouds. And so the first one is the one where we're coming out of that side bow stance. So the first one, you're just shifting the weight and bringing your feet together as you go back the other way. And then we'll do 3 more after that. So really, there's only 3 steps starting with that left foot. So you'll go step with the left foot, feet together, step with the left foot, feet together, step with the left foot, feet together, okay? And the first one is just that transitional kind of pivot and then feet together, okay? So let's do that one more time. Side bow stance. All right, shift the weight back to the right foot and pivot on the left heel. Shift to the left foot and feet together. Shift and turn to the right. Shift and turn to the left, stepping. And feet together. Shift and turn to the right. Shift and turn to the left, step. And feet together. Shift and turn to the right. Turn to the left, stepping, and feet together. Hi, buddy. All right, so let's do that one more time. We had a little stampede running through here. All right, let's go in our side bow stance. All right, shift and turn to the right, pivot, shift to the left foot, and feet together. Shift and turn to the right, to the left as you step. Number 1, feet together. Really shift and turn the hips with each one of these to the right, to the left as you step. Feet together. Shift and turn to the right. One more step to the left. And feet together. Okay. All right. Let us work on that a little bit more. Let's combine the feet and the hands. Okay. All right. So let's go into our single whip posture. Side bow stance.
It is.
All right. Shift the weight to the right. Left hand comes down. Now shift to the left, blocking with the right hand. Left
Is
hand.
that going to be okay?
Feet together.
Okay.
Block out with the right hand. Block out with the left hand as you step. Feet together. Block out with the right hand as you shift and turn. Shift and turn to the right as you step. Blocking. Feet together. Blocking out to the right. Step with the left foot and block to the left. Feet together. Blocking to the right. Okay. All right. Very good. So we're going to do that 4 times. Let me see how we're doing on time. Okay, we've got a few more minutes. All right. So maybe today we'll just focus on this move. I know we're running out of time. I don't want to. Maybe we won't do the whole form today. But what we'll do, let's go through that one more time. And then actually at the end of this movement, we're going to do another single whip. So this section of the form, we do a single whip, we do 4 wave hands like clouds, and then we do one more single whip at the end, which is pretty simple. We've done our 4th wave, and then we wave backwards again. And we actually do just like we did earlier in the form, where that hand that's blocking the right hand as it blocks back, it then forms another crane's beak, T stance, we block out, step, and strike. Okay, so it's just like before. So let's see if we can do that a time or two before we run out of time today. All right, so we're going to do a single whip, 4 wave hands like clouds, and another single whip. All right, so from the first one, left foot forward, left palm extended. All right, shift the weight back, left hand comes down, pivoting on the heel, block, shifting, feet together, block out with the right hand. All right, step with the left foot, block, the left hand, number 2, feet together, turn, block out with the right hand. All right, number 3, step with the left foot and block, feet together, block with the right hand. Number 4, step, the left foot, block, the left hand, and feet together, block with the right hand. And now go straight into single whip. So we're going to form a crane's beak. The left foot goes up onto the toe, turn the hip, block out with the left hand, and we step, turn the hip, strike with the palm for that last single whip. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. In terms of the arm motion, we're just doing the same motion between both single whip and wave hands like clouds. And we're just doing some simple side stepping. And in terms of the step, I've seen some people step with kind of like the toe of the foot. I've seen others step with the heel. I usually do the toe. Okay, so I would say do it that way. All right, so let's do that one more time, maybe 2 if we have time. All right, let's go into that side bow stance, single whip. All right, shift the weight, pivot, left hand comes down, release the crane's beak, shift the weight to the left and block, feet together, block to the right as you shift and turn the hips, step with the left foot, block, the left hand, number 2, feet together, block with the right hand. Number 3, step, block, feet together, block with the right hand. And number 4, step and block, feet together, block with the right hand, form the crane's beak, T stance, left hand comes up, turn the hip, block out, step, and one more single whip. Okay, all right, very good. All right, so yeah, we covered a lot today. We got some good review in of some of our earlier forms, so hopefully that was good practice for you. And yeah, we got to learn a little bit of new stuff as well. So since we're out of time, I won't go through the whole form from the beginning to this point today, but perhaps we'll do that on Tuesday. If you'd like to get some more practice of the whole form though, and you like doing it as I'm talking through it, I would say go back to the previous class, okay? So we went all the way up to the single whip in that class, right? So I would say just reload that video and go to basically the minute number probably 55 or so, basically the last 5 minutes of that first hour of class. And yeah, follow along with that a couple of times. Get some more practice in of this form. If your goal is to truly learn this form and memorize it, make it your own. Okay. So yeah, follow along with that. There's also a video of me doing the whole form. If you'd like to just watch and look for details, or if it helps to follow along with that one as well without the verbal cues, if you want to try and do it without listening to me talk, I would say I would definitely encourage you to use that video as well. If you don't have it, please send me an email. Let me know. I'll make sure I send that to you. Yeah, so hopefully between all these videos, you have the resources to keep practicing at home over the next few days and keep learning these forms, all right? And then perhaps on Tuesday, I'll make sure we have time. We'll go through the whole form all the way through the wave hands like clouds and the single whips as well. So we'll keep making that a part of the class as well. All right, well, thanks again for joining me today for a little Qigong and Tai Chi. I'm going to get into some Kung Fu workout here in just a minute. But before we do so, we'll go ahead and bow out for those just doing the Tai Chi today. All right, so we'll take our right fist inside our left hand and bow. All right, great job. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. And Kung Fu folks, I'll see you in 2 minutes. All right, Kung Fu Warriors, let's get to it. All right, so let's start off. Let's go ahead and loosen our joints if you're just joining me just for Kung Fu, and then we'll get into our conditioning. All right, so feet together, hands at your sides. All right, let's start by tilting our head back and forwards, and back, forwards, side to side. All right, let's roll our shoulders back. And forwards. All right, separate the feet, single shoulder. All right, throwing your elbows behind you. All right, let's loosen up the elbow. All right, outward block, snake strike, outward block, downward block. All right, go as fast as feels good for you. Just try to get that elbow loose. All right, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, to our wrists, pulling them around forwards and backwards. All right, let's do our hips. Big circle. All right, other way. All right, separate the feet. Big circle, the upper body. And other way. All right, feet together, hands on the knees, circling the knees. Other way. All right, crane stance. Single knee. Other way. Switch feet. And other way. Okay, ankles. One way. And the other way. Switch feet. And other way. All right, let's get into some conditioning. All right, again, just go at your own pace. Don't worry about keeping my pace necessarily. My teacher still goes much faster than this even. All right, just do your best. We're just trying to get better here. All right, ready, jumping jacks. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups, fingers pointing forwards. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On your feet, right foot forward. Knee strikes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. Make sure after each knee strike or all the other kicks we're going to do too, after each one, step back behind where your feet originally were. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups, fingers pointing sideways. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On your feet, right foot forward. Guards up. Front snap kicks. Rising kick. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. And with these other kicks, remember, the knee comes up first before you do the rest of the kick, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fingers pointing backwards. Push-ups. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. All right, on your feet, right foot forward. Front heel kicks, like you're kicking down the door. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups on knuckles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put your feet, right foot forward. Front toe kicks. Kind of like a cross between a snap kick and a heel kick. Now you're bringing up the knee, toe is pointed like a snap kick, but you're poking forward like a heel kick, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. Remember to use your waist too. Puts more power into your kicks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Diamond push-ups. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On your feet, jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's work on that waist we're using for our kicks. Do some crunches on your back. Feet crossed into ankles, hands by your ears, taking your knees or your elbows to your knees. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn to the left, right elbow to right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right leg straight, leg lifts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down, alternating halfway. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I gotta lift my heat on, turn it off, get cooked. Okay. All right, take just a moment, cool off, catch your breath, open the door, some fresh air. Okay. All right, let's keep at it. All right, so for this next one, let's go into a horse stance. All right, hands chambered. All right, straight punches, starting with your left hand. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your waist. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thrust punches. Vertical fist. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Palm strikes. Thumb is bent. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thrusting palm sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax for a moment. Right. All right, so let's get into a little bit of hung guard today. All right, so this is a nice little sequence. This is from kind of the second form you would probably learn if you're studying hung guard at traditional school. Right, this form is called Taming of the Tiger, or Gunji Fuku. All right, so with this one, let's start in, let's see here. All right, I'm going to try and do this facing you, so I'm going to be a mirror image. So I'm going to be doing the form backwards, so bear with me if I make a mistake. All right, so we're going to be in a horse stance, facing the right side with the left hand extended towards the side, towards the screen, okay? And that hand is in what you call a knife hand, okay? So a knife edge strike, okay? It actually, that movement actually kind of starts back at the ear just before this section, and we do a knife hand, a thrusting knife hand strike from a horse stance, okay? I'm taking a step back just so I have some room. We're going to step forward with the next movement. So leave a little space in front of you. All right, horse stance. And extend the knife hand towards the screen. Right now with your right hand, extend the fist kind of back behind you. Okay, I'll turn my body so you can see. I'm just kind of taking that hand and extending back behind me, kind of getting ready to swing it, okay? So horse stance, knife hand strike, extend the fist. Now we're going to step forward with the right foot and swing. Boom. Okay, so you're going to step forward with that back foot. You're going to swing around, doing basically an inward hammer fist, okay, with the hand. Boom. And it's going to come back all the way around to your back hip. All right, let's do that a couple of times. So, horse stance, knife edge strike, extend the back fist, step forward, and swing. Boom. Okay, and as you do that swing, you're going to shift your weight back to get ready for the next move as well. Okay, So horse stance, knife edge strike. All right, step forward. And you don't want to step straight ahead. You don't want to step like on a line. Okay, you'll end up in a very unstable stance that way. All right, so it's like you're stepping forward to do basically to a bow stance. Okay, so we've done lots of bow stances in these classes. Front knee bent, back leg straight, back foot to the corner, front toes straight ahead. All right, so that's essentially what we're going for here. So as you step two, so you're going to step forward, but there's actually an opening of the front toes. So you'll notice my front toes open, and then I step forward to that bow stance, and then I swing, and I bring the hand back to my hip, okay? And you'll notice my back hand is at my back hip as well, okay? So that basically that knife hand, as I swing, is going to come back to my hip area, okay? So just go from here to here. All right, so let's do a couple more of those. Horse stance, knife edge strike. All right, extend the back fist back behind you. Open the toes, step forward to the bow stance. Swing that right fist around as you turn your hip and bring your left hand down to your back hip where it meets your swinging arm as it comes back, okay? Do that again. Horse stance, knife edge strike. All right, 1, extend, 2, open the toes, step, swing, and the fist comes back to the back hand. Okay, very good. Let's do that one more time, and we'll add to it. All right, so horse stance, knife edge strike. Extend the fist, open the toes, step, swing, boom, back to the back fist, okay? And now you're gonna come forward. I'll show you my hands. So when I swing, the hand comes around to my back hip, and you'll see that my fist, the palm is facing up, and it's up against that back palm, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reinforce my front arm with that palm. And because we're in a back weighted stance, as we do that swing, as you come, you're then going to shift your way forward and do an elbow, supporting that elbow strike with that back hand, okay? All right, so let's do a couple of those. All right, horse stance, knife hand. 1, extend the fist. 2, open the toes, step, swing, boom. And the fist comes back to the palm at the back hip. And now I'm in kind of a rear loaded, almost like a reverse bow stance. Now shift the weight forward, boom, to a bow stance and a supported elbow strike, or really it's more of a side bow stance, okay, because your front toes are still pointed back towards the side, okay? So we're making a pretty big pivot with those front toes as we come forward. You know, if you go back to here, extend, open the toes, step, boom. Okay, and so as you do that swing, you're kind of opening those back toes again, just a little bit more to the side bow. That way, when you shift the weight forward, you're in the right stance, that side bow stance, 90-degree foot angle, as opposed to the front bow stance for that elbow strike. Okay, so it's a lot of kind of subtle details going on with the footwork here. But the more you do it, the more it just kind of happens. You don't have to think about it so much. This is good for me because it's making me think about those little details, how to explain it a little more. All right, so horse stance, knife edge strike. 1, extend the fist. 2, open the toes, step forward, swing, boom. Open the toes again as you come back. Shift the weight forward, elbow from the side bow stance, okay? All right. All right, so from there, let's add some more. Horse stance, knife edge strike. 1, extend. 2, open, step, swing, and elbow. All right, now from here, we're gonna step back with the front foot, so your right foot, to a crouching stance. Right, so let's just forget the hands for a second. Right, you're gonna step back to what they call a crouching stance. Okay, so you'll see my back foot. I'm up on my toes, on the ball of the foot, and it's probably hard to see, but my knee kind of about halfway up my front foot. Okay, in terms of the positioning. Okay, so you don't want to be like this. You don't want to be like this. Right, you want to be right at that halfway point of the foot in terms of the knee position for a crouching stance, okay? But most of your weight should still be on your left foot in this case, okay? That way I can spring off that foot, okay? All right, so let's go again from the beginning. Horse stance, knife edge strike. All right, 1, 2, open the toes, step, hammer fist, and elbow. All right, now go back to the crouching stance. And as you do so, that front arm that does the elbow is going to come back and block and come down, up underneath. Okay, so it circles back and comes up underneath, and you'll see my fingers are in a crane's beak. Okay, so if you haven't seen a crane's beak, all 5 fingers come to a single point. Right, it's good for poking smaller areas. Okay, it's very targeted. You know, kind of like you're trying to hit a pinpoint with those fingers. Right. In this case, as we step back from the elbow, we are going for the groin area with that crane's beak. Okay, yeah, that would hurt. All right, so let's do that again from the beginning. Horse stance, knife edge strike. 1, 2, step forward, boom. 3, elbow. 4, crouching stance, arm circles back, crane beak to the groin, and the back hand you'll see is protecting. It's right here, kind of at the top of my chest, thumb bent. All right, protecting my chest, protecting my face. All right, right here. Let's do that again. Our stance, knife hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, crane's beak, crouching stance. All right, from here, we're going to push off that left foot. We're going to block down with this hand that's protecting the chest as we step forward with the right foot. As you block down, the crane's beak hand going to form a fist, come up underneath, back behind the blocking hand, and into a downward back fist. Okay, and you'll see my stepping came forward. I pivoted on the heel of the back foot so that I end in a forward-facing bow stance as I do the back fist. Okay, so just to show you from the side, here's my bow stance. I went from a crouching stance, I stepped forward, and I pivoted on the rear heel. Okay, and as I did that, I blocked down with the left hand, and I threaded through and did a back fist with the right hand. Okay, and you'll notice my left hand is just underneath the elbow. Okay, you see this a lot, different types of moves, protecting the elbow. Okay, is the idea. You don't want somebody to catch your elbow down. Okay, that's the kind of stuff we do in Tai Chi, or we do it in Hung Gar too. We do attacks that go after that elbow. Right, so that teaches us to protect that elbow as well. All right, so let's go again from the horse stance. Left hand extended. 1, extending the fist. 2, open the toes, step, swing. Back loaded stance. 4, elbow. Stepping back to a crouching stance. Crane's beak, strike, left hand protecting the chest. All right, now step forward towards the screen, Bow stance, blocking down with the left hand, back fist with the right hand. Okay. Let's do that one more time. From the horse stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, good. Now let's do that another time or two, and we'll get into our stretch. All right, horse stance. 1. Okay. All right, so let's start the count with 1, fist back, 2, hammer fist, 3, elbow, 4, crane strike, 5, walk down, back fist. All right, one more time. Horse stance, knife edge strike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good. All right, one more time. I keep saying one more. Let's do one more. This is the last one more. Knife edge strike, horse stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, very good. All right, so just a fun little sequence there. Taming of the tiger. All right, so looks like we're getting to the time where we get into our stretch now, okay? We're nice and sweaty and warmed up. Let's get a good stretch in now. All right, right foot forward, left foot behind, nice and long, leg straight, arm hooking underneath the front leg, pushing the knee forward as you sink. All right, left knee down, the left foot, right hand, pulling the foot forward, pushing the hip forward, back straight, stretching the quad. Good. Next time. Okay, let's do the other side. Left foot forward, right leg straight, left arm hooking underneath, sink. Right knee down, left hand grabbing the right foot, pulling the foot forward, back straight, hips forward. All right, good. Sweatify for a second. Okay. Right knee forward. Leg at about a 90-degree angle if you can. Left leg extended behind you. Sink over that right knee. Try not to hold yourself up too much with your elbows, with your upper body weight. Allow you to sink into the stretch. All right, leaning back. let's go ahead and go into, let's grab the left foot with the right hand again. Right, stretch the quad again this way. So we're maintaining the stretch in our right hip as in our left quad at the same time. Let's do the other side. Left knee forward, right leg back. Some long sinking over the left knee. All right, let's lean back. Grab the right foot with the left hand. And stretch forward. Okay. Right. Face forward now, legs straight. And stretch down towards the toes. Okay. Now let's cross over, grab the right foot with the left hand, wrapping your fingers around the outside of the foot, extending the leg, cross leg, turning your upper body the opposite way, stretching the ankle outside of the calf. Letting that foot turn in. All right, let's cross over that leg. Right, left elbow outside of the right knee, twisting the upper body. All right, let's do the other side. Grabbing the left foot with the right hand, crossing and twisting the upper body. All right, cross over. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee, twisting. Okay. All right, very good. Too hot in here. All right, let's see. Let's separate the feet now. And inhale. Exhale, stretching forward. Try to keep your back straight. You can grab your ankles or your toes. Okay. Right arms up overhead, falling to the left, keeping the chest pointed forwards, stretching the side of the body as well. Other side. Okay, let's bring our feet together, pulling the feet in, grabbing the toes. Yeah, let's bounce the knees for a second. All right, inhale, exhale, stretching forward, pressing down on the knees with the elbows. Okay. All right, let's get up on our feet. And for the next one, separate the feet. Turn your left toes to the side, right toes forward. Right hand on top, and sink. Elbow to the inside of the knee, pressing out on the knee if you can. All right, trying to bend forward, back straight. Both feet flat on the floor. All right, switch sides. Right, go to the other side again. This time, right toes up. Sink, pressing out on the knee. Keep that other foot flat on the floor. All right, other side. Okay. All right, this time, both toes pointing out. As you sink to the left side. Again, pushing out on the knee. Working the inside of the leg a little more. Toes pointed. Other side. Okay. All right, let's see. What else do we want to do? Let's do a little knee stretch now. All right, so feel free to use the wall if you need to help with your balance. But I'm just going to fold the knee, grab the foot, pull it in towards the trunk. You can use one hand, or I like to use both hands, really. I feel like I get a better stretch that way. Keeping the knee tucked in. Good balance exercise as well. All right, let's do the other side. Okay. All right, good. All right, let's go ahead and get into the last couple of stretches here. All right, so we're going to work on our splits. I'm going to take my shoes off. You don't have to do that, but it helps me for my feet to slide on my carpet here. All right, just be careful if you do this, though. You don't want to go too far. Pull muscle, you'll be feeling it for the next couple of months. All right, so toes forward, feet flat as you sink down, supporting the weight of your upper body with the hands on the floor. Sink into a center split. All right, come out of that a little bit. Go up onto your heels, pointing up the toes. And we'll do another center split, the toes up. All right, carefully come out of that one. All right. I'm gonna sit on my feet for a second. It always makes my knees feel better after doing some of these more challenging stretches. Let's do our side splits now. Extend left foot forward or either one. Right, hands out to the side or on the ground, supporting your body weight. All right, this one's a little more challenging. Sink into the side split. Chance to stretch into the body. right, we'll come out of that. And do the other side. All right, sink. Okay. All right, very good. Let's do one last stretch. I'm gonna call this one the frog stretch, right? It's kind of like you're going into like a frog position, all right? So I'm up on my toes, on my feet, and I'm gonna separate the knees as far as I can, keeping my hips between the knees. I'm gonna go down on my elbows and just sink, kind of like a bent knee center split in a way. Okay. All right, very good. Okay, well, that will be the end of class today. Yeah, thanks again for joining me, hanging out, doing some qigong, some tai chi, some kung fu. All right, good stretch. All right, good well-rounded workout. All right, well, hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and yeah, I guess I'll see you again on Tuesday. All right, we'll bow to each other, do a kung fu bow to close out this part of the class. Do our right hand in a fist, left hand palm with the thumb bent. All right, so I'll say bow some and bow. All right, nice job. I'll see you next time. Thanks.